Creative Actors Lab presents When a Bell Rings.
I see you're looking at the It's a Wonderful Life poster. It's showing at the high school gym tonight. It's my daughter's favorite movie.
She loves old movies, but it's 2009. Shouldn't she want to see something more modern like Elf?
Nah, she's an old soul, even at 15. It was her idea to name the bar Martinis after the movie. And since martini bars are a thing with upscale folks, it made sense.
So you've seen the movie?
At least once or twice during every holiday season. For I don't know how long.
Yeah, well, don't you think Clarence is a bit of a dolt?
He's actually my favorite character. Here's your martini.
Shaken, not stirred.
Actually, martinis are supposed to be stirred. James Bond was dead wrong about that.
Another movie trope down the drain. Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome. Wait, how do you know my name?
I have my ways. You are a true artist. Thank you.
Anytime. Hey, is that a light behind your head?
No, it's just my halo. I'm an angel.
Funny. Like Clarence. Do you have to earn your wings?
Yeah, something like that. Who are those guys?
Look, Jack, it's not the end of the world. Besides, we don't know if they turned us down completely. They just needed a few days to look at our audition video.
It's just that we have worked so hard to be paranormal investigators, and now they're thinking we need to add a medium to make the show work.
We got this. I know this has been our dream ever since middle school.
Dave, I just feel like I'm at the end of my rope. If this doesn't pan out, I don't know what I'll do. We've pitched this idea to a few channels. I've never really been good at anything besides ghost hunting.
You're good at so many things. You write articles for our blog. We've got a podcast. I know it's taken some time to build an audience, but still.
We're so close, and now they want to throw some new angle in. We should be able to stand on our own. I mean, we did win America's Got Haunted.
You got a problem?
Jack, don't.
Actually, I think ghost hunting is very interesting. In fact, I might need some.
Okay, gents. Can I get you anything else?
No, we'll close out our tab. I've got this, Dave. Here's my card. What is it?
The producers got turned down by both John Edward and Long Island Media. They'll keep looking, but they might have to shelve the project altogether.
I'm sorry, sir, but your card got declined.
Hey, Jack, I got this.
Bullshit, man. I've got no real job, no wife or kids, I barely talk to my dad, and no prospects. That's the last straw. I'm out of here.
Jack, come on, please. Do they have to do this on Christmas Eve?
Keith, we need to help that guy. I get that you're a ghost, but he needs us.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to prevent this guy from destroying his life and afterlife beyond repair. The boss is quite explicit about folks offing themselves, especially on Christmas Eve. We need to get to him now.
It's my dad. I hate how things went down yesterday. Hey, Dad.
Hey, son, I saw this taped to your door. Is this an eviction notice?
No, I'm taking care of it. So what brings you here?
I was hoping you could grab lunch with me.
Lunch?
Well, I figured during the day you wouldn't be doing your ghost hunting thing, and I needed to ask a favor.
Like what kind of favor?
Let's get some lunch at Harley's, and I'll tell you about it.
I'm supposed to meet Dave in an hour. We're pitching a TV show for the Supernatural channel.
For God's sake, son, just give it up already. It was one thing when you were a kid, but you're a grown man with bills. You need to forget this paranormal crap and do something real that has meaning.
Like the landscaping business?
Hey, working with plants is very therapeutic.
Really? Has it helped you?
Okay, I know today has been a tough day.
Yeah, it's 25 years since Mom died, and she might still be here if...
If what?
If you hadn't driven her away.
Look, I've tried to come here to make peace. I wanted to help you out. You could sell some of this stuff and at least pay your rent.
But Dave and I are so close to getting our own show, okay?
Close to another failure. Face it, son, some dreams are not worth pursuing.
Now, you see, that's why Mom left. You know, she had dreams too.
Just forget it. I tried to help.
Well, I don't need your help, Dad. Merry Christmas. The sign ahead says, end of the road. That seems fitting. I'm at the end of my road. Wait, there's someone there. What the hell? I almost killed you.
Better to drive your truck in a ditch than killing yourself over money and a ghost hunting show.
Wait. You were at the bar. How did you know?
Nice work with the sign, Em. Hey, I know this guy.
How do you know him?
Did you hit your head? Who are you talking to?
He was that kid who was acting like a dickhead.
Wait, was he the one in the theater trying to find ghosts after his mother died and his grandmother got him?
Yep, not one of my proudest moments.
What the actual... How do you know all this? About my mom? Nana? The theater?
Jack, who do you think I am? Just in your professional experience, who on earth could I be?
A medium? Because if you were, that would solve a lot of my problems.
Sweet suffering Jesus. Do you believe this guy?
No, Jack, I'm an angel.
Like, from heaven?
Something like that. My name is M.
M. Okay. M. That's cool. So, can you use your influence and get me that job at the Supernatural Channel?
No, not really. I can only offer divine guidance.
Well, good luck with that.
Okay, Keith, relax.
Who's Keith? Are you talking to another angel?
Actually, he's a ghost. Look, Jack, I'll part the veil for tonight so that you can see what you need to see.
Wait, I see him. No, get away from me.
I thought as a ghost hunter you'd like to see him.
You're the ghost that's been haunting me in my dreams.
Wait, have you been menacing him? I thought we talked about that.
I tried to set him straight in the theater, but I'm not sure it did much good. As for the dreams, that's on him. I haven't been around since his Nana passed.
You know about Nana? But...
Jack, I know it's a lot to take in.
So, if you're an angel, how come you overlook the fact that this guy is pure evil?
I'm not evil, you shithead. Let me show you how misinformed you are.
Where are we? Hey, this is the theater. That's me as a teenager. How are you doing this?
Just watch, please.
Hey, Ghost, I'm not afraid of you. Show yourself to me. Did you hear me? God damn it, I demand you show yourself.
Young man, if you're going to come in here to wake the dead, you're going to do it with some manners. You don't come in here screaming like a banshee because we, the spirits, deserve to be respected. Show the manners your mother taught you and that you have obviously forgotten. Now, get your skinny white ass out of my sight until you can come back resembling some sort of gentleman.
You're mine now. Hell could use a little pisser like you.
Get him!
One down, a few hundred to go.
Jack, what the hell? What happened? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Nana, thank God. How did he find me?
You left your notebook open with his address. I put two and two together when I couldn't find you. What just happened?
I tried to... The ghost. He yelled at me.
Who yelled at you? Your father? Jack, understand he's been through so much, and he doesn't mean to...
No, a ghost, Nana. It's fine, let's just go home.
We'll just keep this between us.
Wait, there was a demon in there?
Yeah, I'm not a total asshole. I was trying to save you from being damned. Em and I cornered the demon and sent it to hell that night. We saved you. If your mother thought for a moment that I would allow any harm to come to you.
You mentioned my mother like you knew her. Have you seen my mother? I mean, since she died. She was already gone when the theater thing happened.
Keith, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Yeah, my mom. She'd still be alive today if it weren't for me. She came back in that ice storm to get me from my dad and died in a car crash on the way. 1984 was the last Christmas I spent with her. I've tried to contact my mother through my devices, EVPs. Maybe if I hadn't been born, she'd still be here, beautiful and happy, rather than tied down in miserable marriage for my sake.
Hey, you don't know that. Okay, Jack, I'm going to take a page from the Clarence playbook. I'm going to let you see your past as it really was. Then, I'll grant your wish, and you can see what the world would be like if you had never been born.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Em.
Keith, in my experience, movies can sometimes move people faster than scripture. Now, Jack, touch my arm.
Hey, where are we?
The maternity ward the day you were born, March 5th, 1970.
I just can't believe we have a baby. This is all so surreal.
I know, it's pretty trippy, but in a groovy way. I just can't believe he's part of us.
He looks just like you, Ted, when you were born. I love that you've named him Jack after your father. It's a good, strong name.
It's like I've been underwater all my life, and now I've broken through the surface to take my first breath. That's how being a mother feels right now.
I can't wait to get him home, make you both breakfast in bed, hang out.
That sounds wonderful. I'm so happy for you both.
I can't imagine loving someone more than I do now.
I know it. I feel the same way.
I've never seen my dad like this.
Unfortunately, that's about to change.
I guess it won't be long now. I'm gonna miss you, little guy.
Ted, your father would be so proud of you. He served in Okinawa. I wish he was here to see you now.
I know, Mom. He used to tell me about it when I was a kid.
I know they say it's just a year, but that seems like forever.
I'll be back before you know it, and we'll be dancing to my Beatles album.
I'll keep them safe. I swear.
Listen, I've loved you ever since the first time I saw you waiting tables at Pippin's, and I've never stopped.
I love you, Ted, and I always will. I'll make sure Jack knows how brave his father is.
Soldiers, please make your way to the terminal. We will be departing soon.
I love you, son.
I love you too, Mom.
Jack, no matter what happens, you are the best parts of your father and me. We'll always love you.
I don't know what to say.
Just keep watching.
I can't believe he'll be back tomorrow. It felt like 10 years instead of 1. I was so afraid the phone would ring and...
I know. I felt the same thing when my husband was in World War II. But he's coming home tomorrow. Let's celebrate.
Hey, man. I know we through a lot, but I wouldn't be home for Christmas with my family if it weren't for you taking out that group of Viet Cong who tried to ambush you.
I'm glad you're okay, Sergeant Jenkins.
Look, you don't have to call me Sergeant. When we're off duty, it's Frank. But me and 9 other guys owe you our lives. please, if you need someone to talk to, someone who understands, here's my number. Hey everyone, this is Corporal Bronson. He's the man who saved your daddy.
There he is. There he is. Oh, I've missed you. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I'm so proud of you, son. And so is Jack. He just doesn't know it yet. Here we've been telling him all about you.
Just give him time. We've been showing him pictures. He knows who you are. It's like Santa Claus. Kids are excited to see him, and then when they do, they're overwhelmed.
He'll come around, I promise, son.
I know. Thanks, Mom. Frank, this is my wife, Angela, mother, and little Jack.
Good to meet the family of my hero.
Ted has written us all about you. It's an honor.
This way, everyone...
They're holding signs calling us baby killers.
Hey, ignore them, man.
It's hard to.
Let's get you home to some peace and quiet.
I never got close to him that Christmas, did I?
No, but then he didn't really have it in him to engage you. He spent that leave sitting on the couch and looking blankly at the TV. He drank heavily, regretting his 6-month extension and the things he'd seen. But in those horrors, he became a hero.
I didn't know my dad served with Frank Jenkins. He became Mayor Jenkins. My mother told me a little bit about what he did, but when I asked my dad, he just closed it down.
Your dad received a Silver Star for bravery. He sacrificed his youth and optimism in the war. Many men did, and they were never the same.
I'm not making excuses for him, because I know he made you feel like crap as a kid, but understanding that he saw people blown to bits, friends alive 1 minute and gone in an instant.
Wow. He never really said much.
And then, when the Vietnam soldiers came back, unlike the World War II vets, they were vilified. No parades, because no one wanted to be reminded that these guys were in an unwinnable war.
They were called baby killers, spit on. Nana and Angela, they tried to get him help, but he was too proud to accept it. After that, the music and the poetry stopped.
My poor dad.
Your mama was right. You do have the best parts of both in you. There were times that you were also brave for others.
Hey, that's Dave. The day I met him.
Come on, you gonna cry? Only little fairies cry.
Why don't you just leave him alone, Bruce?
Well, speaking of fairies, why don't you get the hell out of here, Jack? Or did you want to come to ask him on a date?
Knock it off, Bruce. His Mima died today.
Mima? What is he, a baby? I'll decide when he's had enough.
Bruce, I'm not gonna ask again. Leave him alone or I'll...
Or what? What are you gonna do about it? Look, he's turning away. Ouch, my face. Stop it.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay, Bruce. You need to let these two alone.
My face. He hit me.
Okay, the rest of you, get to your classes. Dave and Jack, my office. Bruce, you go to the clinic now.
Thanks for having my back. My name is Dave, by the way.
I know, I'm Jack. I'm sorry about your grandmother. I lost my Nana 6 months ago.
Do you see how brave you were, Jack?
My mother died before Nana. It just didn't feel like I had anyone until I saw Dave. And then we clicked like we were brothers. His family practically adopted me.
I want these two expelled for the attack on my child. As a member of the city council,
I have witnesses that say that it all started with Bruce teasing Dave and accusing him of being a homosexual. The poor kid found out this morning that his grandmother died in a car accident on 285 and started to cry at his locker.
Bruce is a liar, a cheat, and a bully. I gave him what he had coming.
Fine words coming from the son of the town drunk.
Enough of both of you. Jack, you should not have punched Bruce. You're not getting expelled, but you're both getting 3 days of detention
But
starting
Dave
tomorrow.
didn't do anything.
He has to serve it with you.
Get your ass in the car and take those Q-tips out of your nose.
Ow, Dad, you're hurting me.
Now, your detention will be in the media center. We need people to help us understand how to work the new VHS cameras, microphones, etc. Do you think you can do that?
That afternoon was the beginning of your friendship with Dave. You both had losses, but you had people who loved you, even if they couldn't stay in your life forever.
Yeah. But now, at this point in my life, would anyone miss me? Nothing would change, whether I was here or not. I just don't matter.
You do matter. Everyone does.
We just lose sight of it from time to time. But if you could just see all that you've done, all the people you've helped. So now, let's see what the world would look like without you. Now we're in a different reality.
The one where you were never born.
What's wrong with my mom?
She's grieving. Your father died a few days ago from a drug overdose. Heroin, I believe.
But my dad is still alive.
Not in this world. You see, without you, your father didn't feel the need to support his family.
He never went into the service because of his drug problem. Nana cut both of them off. Your mother was heartbroken.
No, this can't be.
Hey, Angela. So sorry about Ted. I just don't know what to say. You're in my thoughts and prayers.
Thank you.
Jeez, I hate to see you like this. Do you have a place to stay?
No, I was going to talk to our pastor and see if...
No, please. You can stay with Jackie and me until you get on your feet. I insist.
Are you sure she wouldn't mind? I know I wouldn't be good company.
I'm the head of my household and a member of your church. How would it look if one of the women in your community was without a place to stay after the unfortunate death of her husband? Let me take your bag.
Where are we now?
It's 13 years later, and we're in the home of Larry and Bruce Dane.
Okay, so my mom is their cook or something?
Not quite.
Hi, Bruce. How's your day? I made these cookies just for you.
For God's sakes, stop trying to play the happy homemaker, okay? You're not my mother. Jesus, woman, next time use more vanilla. I'm going to my room.
What an ungrateful little bastard. Why are you showing me this? What are those photos on the mantle? Holy shit. She married Mr. Dane?
Hello? Larry?
Hey, babe. I'm sorry, but I have to work late again.
But you haven't been home for dinner all this week.
I know, but this deal I'm working on is big. And maybe, after I get it done, you and the PTA gals can take that road trip you've been talking about.
But Bruce wanted you to go to his soccer game.
Look, babe, stop busting my balls. I'm doing this for you. For us. Jesus, woman.
If I could punch that guy out, I would.
No, he's not working late. It was all over town how Mr. Dane would cheat on his wife, but smile at everyone at church. Oh, I can't believe my mom married him.
You have to remember, her options were limited. Your father left her with nothing. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
She's got a big house, nice clothes, expensive vacations, and she's miserable.
She didn't have you to love. But she loved saving money for you to go to the movies or spend the day hiking.
I loved hearing her laugh when we saw Airplane in A Christmas Story. Sometimes we'd go to the park and have a picnic with Nana. Those are some of the best times of my life.
Those are the memories you need to cherish.
Yeah, I do. What about Dave? Where is he?
Let's go back to your middle school and see.
Hey, you pansy. I told you to stay away from here. You can't follow directions, can you?
Why isn't anyone helping him?
There was no one to stand up to Bruce or the Dane family, so Dave routinely got the crap kicked out of him until he decided to become one of Bruce's minions.
What? No.
Dave never really developed a bond like he had with you. Bruce was the closest thing he had to a brother, and over the years, it warped him.
No. That can't be right. Em, you're wrong. Dead wrong. Dave is the nicest guy I've ever met. He'd never be friends with someone like him. Where are we now?
We're back in your time, 2009. This is Dave now.
Look, my boss don't like being lied to. So you need to get the money together
please,
by tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
Because I'm in a good mood. Because it's the holidays. I'll give you a choice. You can choose if you bust your kneecaps or break your hand. Merry
Please,
Christmas.
I have a wife and kids. They depend on me. I only took the loan so we wouldn't lose the house. Please give me more time. I swear I'll get the money.
Okay, now that can't be Dave. He's not capable of that. Please let me help.
Okay, you can interact in this world now.
Hey, Dave. Let up on the guy. Why are you like this? What the hell happened to you?
Hey, this don't concern you, bro. Just move along and you won't get hurt.
Please help me. My wife is pregnant and our twins are sick.
You should have thought about that before you borrowed the money.
Dave, please. Let him go.
I don't know who you are or how you know my name, but you better get the hell out of my face before I kick your ass, too.
Make me.
Alright, I'll take care of you, then I'll take care of him. He got away. You know, you're gonna pay for that one too, bro.
Don't make me do this, Dave. Where the hell am I? This town looks run down with graffiti everywhere.
You see, Mayor Jenkins was a visionary, and his vision is what shaped this town over the last 20 years. Without him, Larry Dane was able to take over and turn it into the shadowy world you see now.
But wait, my dad saved Mayor Jenkins and 9 other men in Vietnam. He's a hero.
Frank Jenkins and these other men died because your dad was not there to save them. I know that he's not perfect, but that one act of bravery saved so many futures.
Those men went on to have families and accomplishments of their own, but in this reality, their achievements died before they even got a chance to show what they could do.
Would you like to see what your mother would be like today in this reality if she had lived?
My mom? She's still alive? Yes. Please, yes. A nursing home? This can't be right. My mother would be too young for that.
Too smart as well. She figured out Larry and his infidelity, and Bruce had her put here when she turned 60.
The Danes took away her vitality, and she became a shell of her former self. Here's her room.
Mom, I'm so sorry about this. About everything.
Bruce, is that you? Did you and your father decide to let me out of here? I promise to stop crying. I'll be better. I won't embarrass you. I promise.
No, it's me. Your real son, Jack. Remember your husband, Ted? You had me with him. I love you, Mom, and I miss you every day. Please say you know me.
Hey, get away from Mayor Dane's wife. Security! Security! To Mrs. Dane's room now.
I have to go now, Mom, but I love you. I always will. Em, please, let me get my life back. please. I can't take another minute of this. Please let me live my real life again. Get out of here, Dave, before I cold cock you again. I swear to God, I don't give a damn who you work for.
What the hell are you talking about, Jack? I can't even see if you're okay. What happened to your truck?
Dave, it's really you. The real you. Oh man, I'm back where I belong.
Hey, I know it's been a rough night, but we're going to be fine, whatever happens.
I got my best friend, my true brother, and it's Christmas Eve. That's all I need to know, Dave.
Look, why don't I use my AAA account and get your car towed? What happened, by the way?
I avoid hitting something, and it knocked some sense into me.
Who's that?
Let me talk to him.
I'm glad you decided to remain in this world. A world that obviously needs you. But don't let it go to your head.
I'll try not to. But my mom, her in that other reality was so sad.
Jack, without you, your parents would not have known true happiness, even when those moments were fleeting. When bad things happen, those happy times are still there and can never be taken away. You've seen your mother living into her 60s, but how happy did a longer life make her? Would you prefer the vibrant woman who got to experience true love from her son and then die at 37 trying to get back to the person she loved the most? Or never have experienced that love at all? Her life in the other reality may have been longer, but it was not happier. Please take some comfort in that and let yourself off the hook for her death. You've blamed yourself for far too long.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Things will work out. Don't quit before the miracle happens.
Wow. That's profound. Is that in the Bible?
No, I heard it on Oprah. I think Fannie Flagg wrote it.
By him.
That was a Supernatural channel. They might have located at least 2 other mediums, so the project is back on. We start filming in early March.
That's awesome.
It gets better. They even sent me in advance electronically. Check your account, it should be there.
Wow. This is crazy. To think I almost... Do you want to get something to eat? Harley's Skillet is next door to Martini's, and I could use some fried chicken and biscuits about now.
Hey, isn't that your dad?
Yes, it is. Hey, Dad. Merry Christmas. Dave and I were going to get something to eat. Can I buy you a late dinner?
But you're...
Actually, the show came through, and we got an advance. I'm good now.
Sure, son. I'd love to.
So yeah, I tried to swerve to avoid something in the road, and my car went into a ditch. It's a little banged up, but should be fine.
As long as you're okay, son.
Hey, I can still meet my family for midnight mass, so I'm going to scoot out. But let me know if you need a ride.
No, we have my car. I can drive Jack home.
Hey, Dad, why don't you stay the night? I can make us breakfast, and we can binge some holiday movies.
That sounds great. Thank you. But did I ever tell you about the time your mother was pregnant with you, and we sat in this very booth and sang along to this song? Very off-key, I might add.
No, Dad. I'd love to hear about it.
Hey, Ted. Good to see you. Merry Christmas.
It's good to see you as well, Mayor Jenkins.
Ted, call me Frank. These are my grandkids. Kid, this is the man who saved your grandpa's life. Merry Christmas to you both. Have a blessed night.
Mayor Jenkins, how was everything?
Excellent as always. Ted and Jack Bronson meal is on me.
You did good tonight, Em. But if I recall, It's a Wonderful Life correctly, aren't you supposed to get your wings?
That's in Jimmy Stewart's universe, not in ours. Still, we kept a guy from throwing his life away, and now he understands his father's struggles.
I hope the boss is watching. As Christmas presents go, this is one pretty good one.
You're right. This one is pretty special. Merry Christmas, Keith.
Merry Christmas, Em. Hey, your halo is shining really bright.
Yes. Yes, it is.
This has been a production of Creative Actors Lab. When a Bell Rings was written and directed by Kelley Cody-Grimm. Sound mixing and editing by Kelley Cody-Grimm. Executive produced by Max K. Grimm. Special thanks to the voice talents of
Mezi Mulugeta as M.
Dean Atkinson, Jack Bronson,
Shiyla Gantt, Angela.
Justin Deen, Ted Bronson.
Chiron, Broderick, Dave, and Teen Dave.
Brandon Winget as Keith.
Liz Ireland as Nana.
Tammi Latela as Mrs. Albury.
Amber Grimm as Bruce Deen.
Danielle Grimm as Teen Jack.
Carlos Tovar as Chris the Bartender and Larry Dane.
Max Grimm as Demon and Man.
Jaylee Thomas as Frank Jenkins. Kelley Cody-Grimm as the nurse and the hostess. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to our website, creativeactorslab.com. Thank you so much for listening. Much love until next time. Stay creative.